gonna wait for one more. Anybody have a mic right? No. Do I have friends in here? For sure. I have a cake shield for you guys. You guys can hear me anyways. Hey guys. Screw this down for you guys, man. Take her. I'm back down here. Oh, fishing. Okay, purple. Anybody want a blue hammer? Fucking need to find my lighter. Where the fuck is my lighter? people in my front yard. Fuck. Anybody have a sniper? Hey guys, look at this shit, okay? Come over here. Look by these shovels. Like, follow me, it's the next shovel. Strike it with your pickaxe. I don't know if you knew that or not, but if you don't, it's handy. I find it handy as fuck. Let's kill some fucking animals. Sorry, my controller died there. I'll be back in a tick. It is Darth Vader. Oleando. We're landing there, Blade. Blade Forge. Fucking backed out already, man. Fuck. Fuck their part, yeah. Uh-oh. Ethan's mom. Hello, Ethan's mom. Ethan's mom. Hello. Where do you want to land, Ethan's mother? At the boat? There's a blue lever if you want it. There, Mum. Too bad you don't have a mic. There's two of them, watch out. No, you should have captured him, fuck. Oh, fucker.
That sucks.
Don't stay in touch with your money. Look, it's your BFF.
Be smart with your money and get the constant scoop with CIBC Insights. CIBC, smart everyday banking.
All right, so just this morning, we got our first official teaser for the end event for Chapter 3 called Fracture. So as you can see, it's actually in the news feed right now. It says Chapter 3 Finale, Fracture. The island's reality is deteriorating. It's up to you to return for the one time only Chapter 3 Finale. And then it says learn more at the blog, which is what I'm going to read to you in just a second. So let's focus on this image first. Let's see everything we can find in it. So the character highlight here is that Strider, which is the twin skins alternate style, is trying to save the Bites skin. So it looks like she's grabbing onto a piece of metal pipe, and he's almost getting Wicked Witch sucked up by that tornado up there, straight out of the Wizard of Oz. So in the background, there is just chaos galore. We've got floating islands all over the place. We've got random characters just spewing all over from the tornado mayhem. And more importantly, we've got the chrome tornadoes all over. So it's actually a very chaotic image. Like I said, this is crazy. You can see that the Rave Caves Cuddle Team Leader head is in the top right as well. So it's interesting that they use the word reforge there. If you define that on Google, it says forge or create again or differently. So what exactly are we creating again? So the official Fortnite Twitter got in on this teaser as well. Here's what they said. Don't fall to pieces. Jump into the one-time only Fracture event on December 3rd. That's just like it said before. They added only one new bit of information, and it's this. Don't fall to pieces. Now, they also changed their profile picture. This is what it now looks like. And it looks like a hole or a crater. So maybe we're going to fall into this during the live event. And again, their particular teaser was don't fall to pieces. So I don't know about you guys, but just seeing this image gets me extremely hyped for whatever this live event is going to contain. Speaking of which, let's go to the official blog and see what they say. Oh, well, look at that. It's the exact teaser that the Fortnite Twitter account put out. It starts with don't fall to pieces. On Saturday, December 3rd, jump into the Fortnite Chapter 3 Finale, Fracture, an otherworldly and unexpected social event. Whether you squad up or go it solo, the fate of the island is in your hands. Then it says how to play the Fortnite Fracture event. Fracture is a one-time only in-game event starting Saturday, December 3rd at 4 p.m. Eastern, which is 3 p.m. my time. The Fracture playlist will open up 30 minutes prior, so you can jump in before the event starts. You can also join in progress until 4:40 p.m. Eastern. Now this is weird. This is very weird to me. Okay, so let's just take a look at this because it says the event starts at 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, 4 o'clock. And then it says you can join in until 4:40. There's no way the event goes from 4 p.m. until 4:40. That's 40 minutes. Every live event we've ever had has been like, what, 5 minutes or less? It's super, super quick. I guess I should say 10 minutes or less. But 40 minutes? Imagine if we really had a 40-minute live event. Just 40 minutes of non-stop action and stuff going on. But I can't believe that. I don't know if this is an error or what. But it literally said that. Starts at 4, and you can join in progress until 4:40. So maybe the event itself won't be that long, but maybe there's some kind of interaction after the event happens where you can still join in and do stuff. I don't know. Then it says Fracture supports parties of up to 4 players. If you're not queuing into the event with a squad, you can emote with players during the event to form one. So you do not have to squad up. You can go in solo, is what it sounds like. Then it says won't be near a dedicated gaming device during the event. Xbox Cloud Gaming and NVIDIA GeForce Now services let you play Fortnite via cloud streaming on your PC web browser. Everyone who logs into Fortnite from December 2nd at 9 a.m. Eastern until December 4th at 2:45 a.m. Eastern will receive the Toasty Roast emote. So 100% a free emote just by backlink right here, the 0 fragment. The event 11 days as of this very video, and you can also see it in game, so that's pretty cool.
The holidays.
Tastefully assorted and elegantly crafted, Ferrero Golden Gallery signature. This holiday season, discover the art of chocolate.
Our Fairfax Alaska store is closest to the front door, which has folks wondering, does Santa shop at Home Depot?
No comment. No comment.
No comment. Find everything you need to make the holidays yours, and maybe Santa?
I'm Keith.
At the Home Depot, doers get more done.
Ah, there's only one thing better than owning a vault full of cold hard cash, and that's swimming in it.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 dark truths about your favorite cartoons.
What did I tell you about cartoons?
They're not real? And, they'll ruin your mind?
For this list, we'll be looking at grim secrets and not-so-hidden facts about popular animated TV shows and franchises that might make you uncomfortable. Do you know any other dark facts about cartoons? Let us know below. Number 10. Slaying Sales. The Transformers. After getting hooked on the Transformers TV show, fans were probably excited to discover they were also getting a film in 1986.
Organize a battle unit. We're going after them.
But that delight turned to horror when they saw big-named characters like Ironhide and Optimus Prime get graphically wrecked on the big screen. As it turns out, it wasn't a creative decision that led to the downfall of many Transformers.
Do not grieve. Soon, I shall be one with the Matrix.
Parent company Hasbro wanted to shine the spotlight on a new line of second-generation characters in the movie, but having Optimus Prime get mortally wounded was too much for some fans. A huge fan campaign led to the producers bringing back the Autobots leader.
Unless a new supply of energy is found, nobody is going to win this war.
Number 9. Stone Age Smoking. The Flintstones. The Flintstones quickly became vital viewing for kids and adults alike thanks to its unique combination of modern sitcom conventions and a Stone Age setting.
What happened to all the hot water?
I'm sorry, Fred. I used it to do the wash this morning.
Oh, boy.
Personally, I'm glad there's no hot water. It stings my trunk.
Eventually, that popularity led to the show being connected to a lot of products, but one economic connection didn't particularly age well. In one of the commercials, Barney and Fred watch Wilma and Betty working hard as they do garden chores. So the duo sneaks off to avoid their guilt rather than help out their partners.
They sure work hard, don't they, Barney? Yeah? I hate to see them work so hard. Yeah, me too. Let's go around back where we can't see them.
They also decided to whip out some Winston-branded cigarettes and smoke while hiding. It's pretty jarring to see these family-friendly icons advocate for smoking with corporate dialogue. Thankfully, Welch's Grape Juice stepped in as a Big Show sponsor in the 3rd season.
Hey, Welch's grape juice for breakfast sounds great. Make it too, will you, Wilma? Deep.
Chocolate, caramel, nougat. Treat yourself.
It doesn't matter who you're taking or where you're going. Your tires won't last forever. And now is the perfect time for new ones. Buy 3 tires and get the 4th free. Visit your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer for details.
Delicious.
Number 8. Consumption Island. Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig seems like a peaceful universe where nothing bad happens.
We're going on a fishing trip.
On a boat.
On the sea. Okay, let's go.
But fans have looked a little closer to see a dark implication. In the episode Desert Island, Grampy Rabbit, Granddad Dog, and Grandpa Pig go on a fishing trip that goes wrong. After getting stranded on a desert, the trio begins to wonder what to eat.
Good. We should save the chocolate in case we get hungry later.
During their conversation, Grampy Rabbit and Granddad Dog glance at Grandpa Pig like he might be an option on the table. Fortunately, the trio was rescued before anyone is turned into bacon. But what makes it more disturbing is the fact that the trio was only stuck on the island for a couple of hours.
Is anyone else missing cheese?
We've only been here 5 minutes, Grampy Rabbit.
Number 7. The House Un-American Activities. Mr. Magoo. Today, the character of Mr. Magoo is seen as an old man who gets into problems due to his bad eyesight.
Could you direct me to Armand's exclusive shop for men? Oh, thank you, officer. I'll put in a good word for you with the chief.
However, there was a lot more to the character than people expected. John Hubley was an animator at Disney until he left the company after a notable strike in the 1940s. Disney blamed the strike on communism when they testified at the House Un-American Activities Committee. In 1949, Hubley and Millard Kaufman began creating comics with Magoo.
80,000 people coming about. Ouch! Ouch! Down, sir! Down, I say!
The duo parodied the obsession of hunting apparent communists by developing the character. Magoo would often spout offensive remarks about the movement and turn on neighbors with his paranoia. Even Magoo's nearsightedness was meant to reflect his short-sighted nature.
Right away, I hear you.
It's never sticky, never gummy, dries instantly, even dries underwater.
No, out!
Number 6. The Orphans. DuckTales. In the original DuckTales cartoon, Donald Duck leaves his nephews Huey, Dewey, and Louie with Scrooge McDuck.
I want to see the world.
So I'll buy you a tool.
I'm trying to take care of my nephews.
The dynamic between the boys and their rich relative was so fun that it probably made viewers overlook one major question. Why aren't the trio with their parents? Thankfully, the comics expand on that backstory.
Now, when I'm in the baby boys, you might want to Scrooge. That is so cheap. Yeah, this is family. Okay, Huey?
The kids were left with Donald temporarily after their unnamed father was hospitalized. Apparently, the patriarch was injured after the trio put firecrackers under his chair as a wacky practical joke. Fan theories suggest that since the kids remained with Donald and their father is never mentioned, he likely perished from their joke. Viewers also posit that their mother, Della Duck, abandoned her children in the wake of this incident.
Huey, be good. I'm your spitballs. Yes and no, Uncle Donald.
Number 5. Stuttering Purpose. The Looney Tunes franchise. One of the most recurring aspects of Looney Tunes character Porky Pig is the fact that he often stutters while speaking.
On the 18th of April in 75.
Soon after his debut in 1935, the unique vocal feature took center stage, but it wasn't exactly on purpose. Porky's voice actor at the time, Joe Doherty, had an actual stutter.
Hardly a man is now alive. Who remembers that famous day and year?
His speech disorder apparently caused recording sessions to take longer. At points, actors like the legendary Count Catelli were brought in to voice Porky and speed things up. But the studio eventually decided to fire Doherty in 1937, when the reins of the cartoon pig were handed to Mel Blanc and other actors. The stutter was kept as a character trademark.
What up? It's Porky Pig. Double LT. Step to me, see you want no trouble.
Number 4. Real Life Skeletor. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. If there's one character that nailed the maniacal laugh, it's Skeletor.
You spend much time watching the Palace, Skeletor.
If I am to know my enemies, fool, I must study them.
What's the matter?
Some sort of interference.
The terrifying and sometimes hilarious baddie is a real thorn in the side of He-Man. And when Mattel's toy line became a TV show, Skeletor became a household name.
He-Man is a lucky fool. One day I will destroy him and his friends in the palace.
But his inspiration is pretty spooky. When Mark Taylor was a kid, he went to an amusement park and spotted a creepy corpse in a funhouse that he was convinced was real. It turns out he was right. The body actually belonged to a notable outlaw named Elmer McCurdy. Years later, when Taylor was working as a designer for Mattel, he used this startling childhood incident as the inspiration for He-Man's nemesis.
They were fools not to use it.
But I will. I'll dig it out, Trapjaw. I've got a kingdom to destroy.
Number 3.
My Pokemon and I climbed the highest mountains, explored the shores and seas, and walked through the deepest forests. My journey led me here.
Battle together, bond with, and build your Pokemon team with in-scale figures. When you're ready to continue your journey, place any 2-inch figure in your Clip-and-Go Pokeballs for on-the-go adventure. With over 100 different Pokemon to add to your team, new Pokemon figures and accessories bring a world of Pokemon to you. Pokemon figures and Clip-and-Go accessories from Jazzwares.
So excited we're going on vacation.
So excited we're going literally anywhere.
I'm so excited to take you.
Number 3. Creator Chris Savino's history of harassment. The Loud House.
Our breed is dying, Tristan. We must continue to transform mortals or face our greatest fear.
Fewer dungeon parties?
No, Dad's nephew. Extinction.
Thanks to working on big projects like the Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Laboratory, Chris Savino garnered quite the resume. He eventually used his experience to create the 2016 show The Loud House.
I also do furniture moving and jar opening. Keep it in mind. Oh, it's my lucky day. I dropped a jar of pickles under the sofa.
But Savino's accomplishments were overshadowed by a dark truth. In 2017, he faced numerous allegations of harassment. On top of this, Savino allegedly blacklisted women from the animation industry when they wouldn't consent to an inappropriate relationship. His terrible actions had seemingly been going on quietly for over a decade behind the scenes. After the serious allegations went public, Nickelodeon fired Savino. They continued making The Loud House without his involvement.
I justified it by telling myself that kids around the world were getting into science because of me. But science is honest, and I certainly haven't been.
Number 2. Causing seizures. Pokemon. On top of being a video game and a merchandising juggernaut, Pokemon also has its famous anime.
わかった。すぐにこの町のポケモンセンターへ連れてってやるよ。
But one of the franchise's darkest moments came in an early episode of their popular show that aired in Japan in 1997. During the Electric Soldier Porygon entry, a scene features lights flashing quickly. The sequence reportedly caused hundreds of kids to be hospitalized due to seizures and other conditions. As a result of the scandal, the episode didn't air outside the country. It also meant Porygon was barely featured in future anime episodes or films. Ironically, it was Pikachu's attack in that scene that caused the issue. But Porygon is still seen as the face of this dark incident. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Tarnished Legacy of John Kay. The Ren and Stimpy Show. To the Ren and Stimpy Show fans, creator John Cristofalusi, aka John Kay, was a genius.
What are you doing? I'm making an animated cartoony picture, Ren.
But for the animators that worked on the show, he was horrible. John Kay was said to be overly demanding and created a hostile work environment. In 2018, serious allegations also came out about Cristofalusi.
But if you think that I'm going to help you, you're barking at the wrong chicken.
Animators Robin Bird and Katie Rice claimed that he acted inappropriately to them when they were underage. John Kay also faced additional allegations of harassment. Due to the statute of limitations, he didn't face any formal charges. However, his animation career was effectively over. John Kay then made a bizarre public statement and blamed his ADHD and undiagnosed bipolar disorder for his actions. This greatly angered Bird, Rice, and the public.
A producer is the guy that tells the artist what to do, and later makes all the changes. And then, when the cartoon's done, he takes all the credit.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Watch Mojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
cards sold separately. Cards may vary by pack.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe is certainly a tangled web of events. A lot of stuff happens at various different times, but each movie's history tends to feel isolated. A lot of stuff happens in the past, which is only alluded to in certain movies. But I will try my best to bring all of these together into a single timeline. If I miss something, please don't kill me. I'm just an average enjoyer who wishes to try his hand at making a timeline for those who don't know the chronology of the series. Hopefully, this will get you ready for the next installments into the MCU, so let's get into it. Eternity in the past. The Celestials begin to exist. They are led by the Celestial Orisham the Judge. 13.7 billion years in the past. The universe starts. Malekith and the Dark Elves are living their best lives in the darkness, and the 6 Infinity Stones come into existence. Orisham decides...
It makes a girl who she is. Forever. No. The girl is not ready for that one. But she's ready to become someone else.
Why Daenerys? Why is she worth all this? As I recall, the Mormonts fought against the Targaryens during Robert's Rebellion.
You believe in anything?
I believe in lots of things.
Something greater than ourselves, and the gods, destiny. You believe there's a plan for this world?
No.
Neither did I. I was a cynic, just like you. Then I saw a girl step into a great fire with 3 stone eggs. When the fire burned out, I thought I'd find her blackened bones. Instead, I saw her, Daenerys, alive and unhurt, holding her baby dragons. You ever heard baby dragons singing?
No.
It's hard to be a cynic, man.
Doesn't mean she's going to be a great queen.
No, it doesn't.
The Targaryens are famously insane. What if she conquers the world? Then what? 1,000 years of peace and prosperity?
First, we have to conquer the world.
We. All right, let's assume your dreams come true. She's ecstatic when you bring her this enemy dwarf. She hacks off my head and restores your position. You command her army sail to Westeros, defeat all your enemies, and watch her climb those steps and sit on the Iron Throne. Hurrah, long live the Queen. Then what?
And she rules.
So a woman who has not spent a single day of her adult life in Westeros becomes the ruler of Westeros? That's justice?
She's the rightful heir.
Why? Because her father, who burned living men for amusement, was the king?
It's a slave ship.
Why are they anchored?
They probably came ashore.
Water.
alliance?
Yeah. That? My galley slave. She looks strong enough.
What about the dwarf?
Worthless. Cut his throat.
Wait. Let's discuss this.
And then chop off his cock. I'll sell it for a fortune. Dwarf's cock has magic powers.
Wait! You can't just hand a dry cock to a merchant and expect him to pay for it. He has to know it came from a dwarf. And how could he know? Unless he sees the dwarf.
It will be a dwarf-sized cock.
Guess again.
The dwarf lives until we find a cock merchant.
Queen Daenerys has outlawed slavery.
We're bound for Volantis, not Slaver's Bay. Besides, she reopened the fighting pits. I've never heard of freemen fighting in the pits.
Fighting pits in Marine. You're in luck then. You're about to be rich. You are looking at one of the great warriors in the Seven Kingdoms. Him.
Him? You have to be 60 years old.
Sure, he's a bit long in the tooth. We've had been in this too long. We can all see that. But he's a veteran of 100 battles. They wrote songs about him.
That's right.
He won the tournament at Lannisport, unseating Sir Jaime Lannister himself. The Kingslayer.
Joust. You're talking about joust. A fancy game for fancy lads. The men who fight in the pits of Marine will swallow him whole.
I killed a Dothraki blood rider in single combat.
Lie.
It's no lie. His name was Corso. He was blood rider to Khal Drogo. Take me to Slaver's Bay. Put a sword in my hand. I'll prove my worth.
Lord Baelish.
Yes.
Lancel Lannister. Brother, Lancel. We abandoned our family names. Quite a family to abandon. The city has changed since you were here last. We flooded the gutters with wine, smashed the false idols, and set the godless on the run. Well done. And they are an urgent business for the Queen, Mother. Should I send word that I'll be delayed? Step carefully, Lord Baelish. You'll find there's little tolerance for flesh peddlers in the new King's Landing. We both peddle fantasies, brother, that's all. Mine just happened to be entertaining. Do you think it's wise, Grace, resting the heir to Highgarden?
The faith rested the heir to Highgarden.
Of course. And the faith were armed on your orders.
The king's orders. Is the king to blame for Sir Loris's perversion?
House Tyrell won't tolerate this insult.
House Tyrell won't tolerate it. I'm the insulted party, Lord Baelish. Sir Loris was promised to me. Instead, he chose the company of boys.
One's choice of companion is a curious thing.
I was curious. Neither Aaron, for instance, a thoroughly repellent woman. Forgive me. I know you're still in mourning.
Lysa was a good woman. A kind woman.
She was neither of those things, we both know it. Still, I pity her son. Unfortunately, the young Lord of the Vale has a new father to counsel him.
I know how hard it can be.
To lose both your parents at such a young age.
If war comes to Westeros, will the Knights of the Vale fight for their king?
Young Lord Roman heeds my advice. I have always counseled loyalty to the throne.
Good. If there's nothing else.
There is another matter, Your Grace. Something so urgent I couldn't trust the words to a raven. You once charged me with finding Arya Stark. To my shame, I failed you. But I have found Sansa Stark. Alive and well, and home again. Living at Winterfell.
That's not possible.
My sources are well placed. They tell me Roose Bolton plans to marry her to his son, Ramsay. A bastard recently legitimized by King Tommen.
Roose Bolton is Warden of the North by the grace of my father.
Indeed. His reward for stabbing his own king in the heart.
We were fools to trust a Turk.
Marrying his son to the last of the Starks gives him more legitimacy in the north than an alliance with a hated southern house.
I will skin him and his bastard like that wretch on that bloody sigil.
I would counsel patience, Your Grace.
Patience. Sansa helped murder my son. Roose Bolton is a traitor.
Stannis Baratheon was also a traitor, marching with his army in Winterfell. Let Stannis and Roose battle. Let the enemies of the throne slaughter each other, and when they're done, seize Winterfell from whichever thief survives.
Winterfell is 1,000 miles away from here. The weather has already begun to turn.
That is why it is critical to strike soon, while the victor still licks his wounds. Surely your Uncle Kevin could muster a force.
My Uncle Kevin has all the courage of a kitchen mouse.
So Jaime, then?
Jaime's away on a sensitive diplomatic mission. I have no idea when he'll be back.
Perhaps I can help. The Knights of the Vale are some of the best fighters in Westeros, trained to battle in the ice and the snow.
Forgive me, Lord Baelish. Our reputation as a moneylender and a brothel keeper, not a mimic.
You wouldn't risk a single Lannister soldier or a single coin from the royal treasury. What do you have to lose? A brothel keeper?
And if you succeed?
Name me Warden of the North.
Speak to the king this evening. And then issue a royal decree.
I'll not rest until the lion flies over Winterfell.
And I know you're a man of your word. And I see Sansa Stark's head on a spike.
As I said, I live to serve. I'm going to ask you tomorrow.
What if he says no?
He won't. You've waited long enough. I want you to be my wife. Now. What is it?
Do you want to marry me because our families arranged them? Or do you... We can't. Not yet.
Why not?
You know why not. Someone will see.
You are going to be my wife. I gardens together.
How many other girls have you walked through these gardens?
I like the way your eyes go squinty when you're jealous.
They do not go squinty. You didn't answer the question.
They make a lovely couple. A Lannister and a Martell. They have no idea how dangerous that is. We must protect them.
Yes, my prince.
You haven't had to use that axe of yours in a long time. I hope you remember how.
I remember how.
Garnishman's wife was as fair as the sun, and her kisses were warmer than spring. The Garnishman's blade was made of black steel, and its kiss was a terrible thing. Garnishman's wife would sing as she played, in a voice that was sweet as
All right,
peach.
that's enough.
I'm coming to the best part.
Trying to blend in. I want everyone don't hear your accent.
This song really is all about the ending.
We can wait. There. That's
Water Gardens. And once we've got the princess, then what? I'd like to improvise. That explains the golden hand.
Unbowed, unbent, unbroken. Over it. Over it.
Well, she's made herself at home. Cellar?
Uncle Jamie? I don't understand. What are you doing here?
Let's speak in private. I'm Tristan Martel.
Tristan is my attendant.
Excellent. Good to meet you.
We weren't expecting Lord Jamie.
Why don't you let them have some time alone, son? Let's not do something stupid. That was something stupid. We have to go, Miss Ella, now.
You hurt him!
He'll be fine, I promise, but we have to. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You're coming with me. I don't want to. I wasn't asking.
I am Obara San, daughter of Oberyn Martell. I fight for Dorne. Who do you fight for?
Drop your weapons.
When you were whole, it was a good fight. You fight pretty good for a little girl.
You can smell the shit from 5 miles away. Well, why have we stopped? Go on! Rumours and gossip, that's all they've got. It's theatre, nothing more. If they arrested all the pillow biters in King's Landing, there'd be no room left in the dungeons for anyone else.
Everyone knew about him and Renly.
Renly Baratheon shagged half the stable boys of the Seven Kingdoms. Everyone knew. No one cared.
He was the king's brother.
And Loras is the queen's brother. No. This is unacceptable.
Cersei's behind it.
Yeah, of course she is. She wants to drag our name through the dirt. Put us in our place. Get some rest, dear. You look appalling. And let me deal with Cersei Lannister.
Your Grace, I have travelled a long way.
You must be exhausted.
Put the pen down, dear. We both know you're not writing anything.
Ah, yes, the famously tart-tongued Queen of Thorns.
And the famous tart, Queen Cersei.
Beg your pardon?
I know you're behind this absurd incarceration of my grandson.
If you apologise for that comment, perhaps...
You get your apology. When I get Loras.
I was as shocked as anyone when the Faith arrested Sir Loras. I have no love for these fanatics. But what can a Queen Mother do?
Has the Crown suddenly stopped needing the troops' gold and wheat my house supplies?
I can assure you, our alliance with House Tyrell remains...
Do you expect the alliance to continue after you've thrown our future into prison?
As I said, I didn't imprison anyone. As for your veiled threats...
What veil?
The Lannister-Tyrell alliance brought peace to a war-torn country. Do you really want to see the Seven Kingdoms slide back into warfare?
I didn't trust your father. I didn't particularly like him. But I respected him. He was no fool. He understood that sometimes we must work with our rivals rather than destroy them.
House Lannister has no rival. The High Septons called for an inquest, not a trial. Just a small hearing to determine whether the charges against Loras have merit, which I'm sure they don't. Loras will be freed. Our happy alliance will continue. And we'll forget this unfortunate conversation ever happened. Good day, Lady Olenna.
You are aware of the rumors concerning you and Renly.
I don't pay attention to rumors.
You were said to be despondent when he died. Witnesses state that you refused to leave his bedside, even as Stannis' army closed in.
He was my friend. He was my king.
Wasn't Joffrey your king? He was anointed by the Seven, not Renly.
I was wrong to support Renly's claim. I know that. But I was forgiven by Joffrey. I fought for him at the Battle of Blackwater.
Wearing Renly's armor.
Why does it matter what I wore?
You deny all the charges against you. Fornication, buggery, blasphemy.
Of course I deny them.
You never lay with Renly Baratheon.
Never.
Nor any other man.
Never.
That will be all, Celoris.
Well, I think that's quite enough of that.
Faith calls Queen Marjorie forward.
You call me forward?
Yes, we have some questions for you.
I am the queen.
You are. And according to the law of the Seven, neither kings nor queens are exempt from testimony at a holy inquest. How do you respond to these charges against your brother?
They are lies.
All of them?
All of them.
Queen Marjorie, in the presence of the gods, do you swear that your brother is innocent of these charges against him? To the best of your knowledge?
Yes, I swear.
Grace. You know this man?
Yes. Very well. He is Dolores Tyrell at a high guard.
How did you come to meet?
I squired for him. He took a liking to me. He summoned me to his chamber the first day we met.
And what occurred in his chamber?
We engaged in intimate relations.
You lay with him.
That night and many others.
Liar. He's a liar.
Is there anyone else who can support your claim?
Yes. Yes, Queen Marjorie. She walked in on us once, not long ago. She didn't seem surprised.
This testimony is an insult to a great house. Why should the faithful or anyone else take the word of a squire over the heir to Highgarden?
He has a birthmark, Your Grace. Quite high on his thigh. Wine coloured and roughly the shape of dawn.
What are you doing? Let us pass.
The faith is satisfied there is enough evidence to bring a formal trial for Sir Loris and Queen Marjorie.
What?
Bearing false witness before the gods is as grave a sin as any, my lady. Take her.
Thomas! Thomas! I can't do this. What do you want?
Lord Ramsay sent me to draw your bath, my lady. I want to be clean and fresh for your new husband. You're so beautiful. But you need to keep him happy. Ramsay gets bored easily. You don't want to end up like the others.
What others?
I shouldn't gossip. Oh, it's good to see the red again. No point hiding anymore.
What others?
Let's see, there was Kira, blacksmith's daughter. She was tall like you, lovely figure. But she talked and talked and talked, and Ramsay grew tired of that. And there was Violet. Oh, she had gorgeous blonde hair, but she got pregnant, and well, that was boring. Then Tansy, such a sweet girl. Of course, sweet girls get a bit dull after a while, don't they? Ramsay let me come with him on that hunt.
Hunt?
Have you ever seen a body after the dogs have been at it? Not so pretty. Oh, but it's your wedding day. Why am I talking about such things?
What was your name again?
Miranda.
And how long have you loved him, Miranda? Did you imagine that he would be with you forever? Is that it? And I came along and ruined it. I'm Sansa Stark of Winterfell. This is my home, And you can't frighten me.
Are you done with your bath, my lady?
Girl, you can finish on your own. Yes?
I've come to escort you to the Codswood, my lady. If you please, my lady, will you take my arm?
No.
Lord Ramsay, he said I'm to take your arm.
This is touching.
Please. He'll punish me.
Do you think I care what he does to you?
Titties. Show me your titties. Kids. Jets. Jets.